Hi everyone, so today I'll be using, I guess trying out this 1/6. We haven't done that yet, but I'll be using the Die Press Skeleton Crew set again. This did sell out on HSN, so that's unfortunate, but a lot of you guys have been requesting I make a video with this one after I did the tarot card one, the card that I initially did during the review when this stuff came out on HSN. Okay, so we'll do that. This Halloween kit, I know there are a few left there on HSN, so I'll link them for you guys. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. And right now, currently with HSN YouTube, it might be embedded in the video here, or down at the top of the description box, okay, if you open that up. This happens to be the set called Autumn Halloween Collage that didn't come with much more instruction than this page right here. And so I did ask Die Press about it, so if you did receive this as an auto ship, you only have this one page also. They basically have the PDF for it, right? The same thing that they would, you know, send this to print. And so if you request it, if you contact them, I believe it's customer service at DianePress.com, but you can go to Diane Press's website, mydianepress.com, and the info will be there like at the bottom of the page for contact us or whatever. And just let them know that you have this, but you need the PDF, and they'll send it over. So they know about that. And I was asking if there's another place where they can just like post it so it would just be available. But I don't think they really have like a blog. So anyway. So that's what this is, but it is, again, an auto ship that is now available there on HSN. They brought back a lot of the watercolor ones, too, so if you're interested in those, I'll link those. I've reviewed a few of them. Some of them have come in and I haven't tried them out yet, so I'll link as many or whatever's available for you guys there. So my plan today is to make the skeleton, because that's what I said I would do with this one. In my mind, it's like white background because it's a white, you know, skeleton kind of thing. I guess you can do like a bone color. That'd be fun. And if I did this white too, that'd be kind of boring. Look, I just had cuticle oil all over this. But anyway, so I'm going to think of a different color, maybe a very light gray or, you know, orange or something, right? I mean, we can have fun with that. Maybe like a purple. Oh, maybe a bright green. I don't know. And then do some stenciling, possibly, you know, some stamping. And this guy came with all these cute things. And I've already discussed this during the haul. And then I think another time I've shown you guys these pieces. So we'll just get to it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do slimline or A2 size background. So let's put this to the side until after we create our skeleton. And then we will know what's up. I did take off my acrylic nails, and the reason I'm mentioning that those gel nails is because I just want you to see how my nails are still healthy and great and just like they looked before I put them on. So I'm always real careful, guys, so I always try to give you guys the best information if it has to do with crafting, nails, baking, you know, whatever. So there it is. Yeah, so I'm just going to grab some white paper real quick. And we'll do our stamping. And I am definitely going to do the skeleton, but you would do the very same kind of thing for the other creatures, like the little dog or whatever else is in here. Was it a dog? Yes, a dog. And then what else was the other thing? Oh, a little cat. And these guys are actually easier. You only have the 2 points of articulation right there. And I like this bat. He has 3, you know, the wings and his little head. But this guy also has like 1, 2, or 3, it looks like. So today we're going to do this. Let me grab the paper and get right to it. Now this, of course, is absolutely up to you. Do you want to stamp the things first and then eyeball the dies, or you want to just do the dies first and then eyeball where you're stamping? So that's up to you, of course. Like I started off saying. Let's see the pieces we're going to need. We're going to need pretty much all these pieces, right? That's if you want. I mean, you can use just this top portion or whatever, I don't know. All these bones. And I'm probably going to stamp them in the way that makes sense, the way they have them here, because you can give yourself some space, because then you can cut things probably a little easier, because I'm going to have to put the dies right next to each other here, so whatever's you want, but I do want them to be, I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Your femurs and all these things over here. So it's this one. And this one. Maybe I'll put these over here. These are leg kind of bones that we just discussed. What's the ones? Fibulas, tibulas? I don't know. It's been a long time, guys. And I was a biology major. Okay, so there's those. What else is he needing? Because yeah, the neck bones are there. Let's just make sure. Yeah, it looks like that's everything. The body, his skull. two sets here. Okay. So for him, it's basically all on this one sheet, okay? It's all these guys plus this bone over here. Let me cut this down. And I suppose I could stamp this all at once also. I wasn't thinking about that. But let's see. We do have this nice big Recollections plate system. I'm telling you, this is so thick. I don't know. I mean, you guys know I've reviewed and tried out and shown and used so many of these kinds of things. Let's make sure those don't end up overlapping. And this Recollections one's like really sturdy. So that's nice. Okay. I do feel like I need another little piece of tape. That's one thing. I don't know if they sell more of these magnets, or if maybe magnets from one of my other systems would work in here. And if they do, I'll just transfer them over. Okay. Now, you can definitely use something like, of course, sorry, I don't know if you heard that horn, VersaFine ink, and then heat set it, you know, that'd be nice. Adds a little more. I'm just going to use a regular black ink, because VersaFine does take a minute to dry, and I want to go right to it. So this happens to be a hybrid ink. I know hybrid inks are a little bit drier sometimes when you work with them. I'm going to take this off here, sorry. Just inking this up all over, so if I have to do it again, I will. Do you guys have the same experience with hybrid inks, or is it just me? I feel like they're just dry feeling. Like something about them. Anyhow. And I could pull out a little chuck for this one, but I'm just going to use my palms here. That's pretty good. I missed a spot right there, but as far as how dark everything is, I think that's pretty good. Let me just focus right here. Yeah, I mean, looks good to me. Okay, perfect. I'll clean off all those stamps, and then I'll put them back on their little spots. I have to put this over here. I'll be right back. Can you imagine pairing this with like that coffin? That would be so fun. I have the coffin here. I think you would have to kind of fold up though to fit in there a little bit, or even just using some of the bones, right? Or however, like if they're sticking out, something creepy like that, you know, right? I mean, we'll see at the end. Okay. Now we need our dies. So like I said, I put them all in this one, so I'm gonna have to be careful of that, but I can see pretty well. Whenever I do something like this, like if I have it here, I can see there's a big gap right there, so that's not good. So I bring it down, kind of look underneath and see where we're at. I can see more of this one, and I don't have to be too particular. I always kind of have an idea where it's going to cut, and that looks pretty good actually. Might have moved a little bit on me there, but there we go. But if you want to do the little aperture trick, of course you can tape your dies to a scrap of paper, tape it in just one area, run it through, just kind of open it up, don't remove it, put that paper over here so you can kind of see where it cut, and then stick this back down. I know that probably doesn't make sense if you've never seen it. Okay, so I'm going to go through and just eyeball, like see where the little cheek bones are. I can kind of have an idea where that's going to cut, I think pretty good idea. So it's going to be a lot of washi, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to place as many as I can. I might be able to do them all. Anyway, and run it through. Okay, I eyeballed all of them and they all worked, so we will see. Alright, I'm going to run this through. I'll be right back. Okay, looking good. Let's see, this guy wanted to show up. Okay. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh my gosh. Crazy. This is one I was really afraid of, just eyeballing, but look at that. Okay, I'll be right back. This one was a little bit off, but you know, that's okay. Okay, so our pieces here, and basically you're gonna have to make your own little holes for this. So pokey tool will be your best friend. I don't think you really need like an awl or like the one that makes like a big hole, because you don't want these guys to fall through. You just want the little holes. So I think that would be good. Okay, so we have this guy, and I guess I can put the instruction in front of me. I wasn't planning on that. I think the head goes on top, yeah. I don't know if obviously the head would go on top, right, like this. So So let's get a little bit closer so we can see what we're doing. And again, it comes with micro brads. Now you can just glue this. Like if you know you want this guy to be like this and the arms to be, you know, like so, whatever, you can just glue them. You don't have to do all of this. But basically, if we remember our anatomy, we have something like that. This one over here. Hip bone. I think that's what they call it, right? The hip bones connect to the... Anyway, that's silly. All right, let's put that over here. I wasn't going to put them all out, but you know what? While we're here, might as well. And his little thumbs are facing in. Okay. Sorry. Oh, I got too close, I guess. There we go. All right, so I just want to make sure you have space. Like if I put it here, this is definitely going to be like in his chin. So, I mean, that's just how it is. I'll probably put it down a little bit lower. And I'm using a little mat there to poke into. You're going to need to poke into something, right? And I suppose we can put it together as we go along because that'll probably be easier than making all the holes and then coming back and matching them again. So let's pour a few of these guys out. He's got quite a few junctions, guys. So I made that hole, so I'm going to go through here and go through here. So very top of the neck. My goodness, there we go. And there you go. So his little head moves. Sorry if I was too close. I am too close, sorry. I just wanted you to see what we're doing. You know, it just depends on how you want this to look. So this bone could go back here or in the front. I don't know why, to me, it looks cuter in the back, but... Right? I mean, that's how I would want it to be. But it's whatever you think. So I'm going to put mine towards the back. I think they have it in the front. You make your choice. Okay. And maybe you put the arms together before you start doing... That way the arms are already just attached, and then you pop this through here. I feel like at some point these guys are going to show up, but maybe to hide them a little bit better, obviously we can put it behind the arm, maybe. You can just put them in one direction, kind of make them so they're just heading in the one direction. And then this one, like I said, I don't know, I like the little joints to be kind of in the back. This one was a little bit off, like I had mentioned, so that's a bummer, but there we go. Hopefully I went through both pieces of paper there. So this guy... Ooh, got the very edge of that one. I'm gonna have to redo that because I feel like it's gonna tear. You know, you don't want that to tear right through because then that would defeat the purpose. Come on. Oh, you know, I have a brad splitter because we used to use brad so much back in the day. And you just kind of push it down in there. But, I mean, it's easy enough to poke out a brad. Okay, you saw what I did there? I'm going to do the exact same thing for this other one, right? Just in the opposite direction. It's like there. And I'm sorry, of course, it's Wednesday. Every other Wednesday, guys, we have lawnmowers going. My neighbors do, actually. Not me. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, he's very cute already. And then these guys... Like I said, I don't know. Well, I guess these could be more in the front. Like the other ones, I put them towards the back, but I feel like... I don't know. What do you think? That's a tough call. I feel like they should be back here. So, there you go. And, I mean, you can see it better if it's out here, though, and it's kind of cute. Okay, fine. I just want to make sure I'm going through these guys in a place where you actually get both pieces without shredding it. Yeah, that was good. That's right on the edge, though. Okay. And then this little guy. Go behind, in front, or right behind. Okay, and I'll do the opposite leg the same way. I actually think that tool is right here, unless that's something else. That's something else. Anyway, I have a Crafter's Companion one, so it's definitely a purple handle, and I'm like, oh, is that it? But that's not it. But yeah, it's just this tool, and it was kind of shaped like a like a triangle. So all you do is push it down and it helps you split your brads. Okay, so I'll do these two the same way. Okay guys, there is our little character. I'll give you some measurements and things, but I mean, like I said, at this point you already have it, or you don't, right? He is 9 inches tall. Just, yeah, 9 inches tall, and then obviously the width is whatever it is. That's really cute, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, you can make him do all kinds of things. Maybe he dances a little jig. Maybe he's doing some yoga. I would do his arms probably differently. But there you go. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. That's so cute. Oh, and we're going to see if he fits in here. Let's see. I think he does. Like I said, you're probably going to have to really fold him up, though. I don't know about these legs. Now, I hope they don't put people to rest like this. But there you go. He's in there. That's not great. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he's basically the size of something you might want to put on a slimline card. So I'm thinking I'll do the slimline, or maybe, oh, I was putting that behind the thing. Or, you know, have him sitting down. Maybe he's sitting or kneeling or something. I don't know. However you want to play with his little legs. Those are so funny. Or maybe he's just chilling. Kind of like that. Maybe his hand shouldn't be. It's over here. All right, something cool. I don't know. Okay, let me grab paper to do the stenciling. Like I said, I think I'll get like a light green paper. And actually, this isn't going to be good enough because I think the die needs to be taller than that, bigger than that. Yeah, I need a whole new sheet of paper. I'll be right back. Basically, I'm going to grab that green paper and run this guy through it, okay? Oh my goodness. When there's a big piece of... Okay, that does drive me nuts, not going to lie. There we go. You got to remove that or it's really going to stick to your die cutting machine or whatever you run that through. So I'll stick that down again. I'm going to run this through some green paper. I'll be right back. Okay. Get this guy out. He looks great. I do have some little dots I need to clean up, but I will do that and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I was debating what I want to do with this because it's just going to be in the background, so I think I'm just going to do maybe some of the stamping. But you have all these guys, right? Of course you can bring this out so you can do an initial layer of stencil. So you have all that. So if you want to just, you know, actually there's 3 layers. So let's say you did these all in like a gray or purple or orange or whatever, right? You have all these colors. I'm sorry, this one goes this way to mess with. I was thinking about just stamping. Actually, that's kind of a bummer for this one because I don't have a huge thing that goes there. I guess you could repeat, huh? Oh yeah, I haven't done that before. Okay. Let me grab some colors. We want like purple and black maybe, right? So maybe we do purple. Okay, let me think about this. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm just gonna go for it. So if this looks messy or rough, like I don't mind. That's just the background thing and not the biggest deal to me. So let's get this. Maybe I start with some black. And I'm going to double this up, so that's crooked, but that's alright. Let's go with this. And like I said, I'm just going for it, so if it's perfect, great. If it's not, that's alright. Okay, there's that. And then just do it again. Just to kind of fill this space in. As much as, you know, background. I'm not going to get too picky with it. There's like a spot there in the middle that's missing, but I'm okay with that. Let me see, purple. This is... Maybe I go with this one again. Okay, and then it's a little messy. Of course, I'm going to get ink on my fingers. Hopefully I don't get it all over the place. Let's put that to the side. And then I really like this Argyle There's leaves, but maybe we do argyle in this guy. And generally you want a smaller block so you can control things better. So I always switch out if I have something smaller. I have these really tiny 1-inch blocks from when I used to do Close to My Heart. And they actually came from when you're supposed to do like parties, which I never really did. But anyway. Alright, so maybe some green. Oh, see, I got it on my back finger, so let's try not to get that all over the place. So you can imagine this would be really cute if you do the stenciling and this, because you're going to have extra colors, right? Going on. More interest. Ooh. I did that one crooked. I knew it. Alright. As soon as I went to place it. Alright, and some purple. Then I'm going to make a card base, probably from black cardstock, and it is going to be 8.5 by 7, and then I'm going to score it at 3.5 inches on that 7-inch side, so that we have a nice slim line. In my opinion, is 3.5 by 8.5, but you know, I think Anna Griffin does like really oversized one. I think like 9 by 4 or 4.25 or something. So it's whatever you like. But I believe Diamond Press does kind of the way I do it. So this matte layers really nicely into an 8.5 by 3.5 inch card base. So again, I'm going to do a card base that is 7 by 8.5 and then score it at 3.5 inches on that 7-inch side, okay? I will be right back after I wash my hands too. This is getting dangerous. All right. Okay. So again, your paper's already 8.5, right? So you just cut it at 7, score it at 3.5. There you go. And then we can pop this on here. I was gonna put this larger piece towards the top. Oh, I thought I had everything out. But let's see. Something like that, okay. And I suppose if you want him to be movable, for the person to kind of have a little play, a little go at it, you can do that. I always leave, when something looks lacy, I just leave it without glue. I don't know. I like to have a little bit of movement on the card there, a little something going. Let me put something heavy on this, which you guys already know is going to be Spellbinders block there. I don't know if I just want to glue him down or not. That's funny. He's so cute. A little shy, maybe itching their arm there. That is so funny. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there for a moment. I'll be back. Okay, let's see what we got. You can be on there. Like I said, if you want to leave it so that the person can kind of mess with it, I would just glue this area, or maybe some dimensionals that aren't super high, because I don't really want too much more dimension, so I can do that. And so again, clear these guys, the brads. And so yeah, I'm gonna place some of these guys and take the backs off of them, and I'll be right back. Like that one should just be there. Okay, so I'm just gonna have that just protected within the little body there, and then make it so that you can obviously fit in your envelope. So I want to make sure everything's kind of where it needs to be. And he can still articulate and do all that fun stuff, which is really, really cute and fun. And maybe it's crossing his arms, maybe. There you go. I think it'll fit just fine to get into your envelope. And then his little head still kind of moves around. And I mean, you can put the sentiment on the inside. We can stamp a little something. The cards, that's about the cards. I'd fall apart without you. That is so cute. I mean, we have sentiments on the other one too. I suppose to make it funny, we can do this guy. And I'll stamp that on maybe like a really light purple color paper. Okay, and I'll be right back. I think this one has a die that goes with it, so let's see. So just take it off of there. I'm using VersaFine because I like that for my sentiments. There you go. And then I think this die right here goes with it. If it doesn't, I'd be very surprised. Yeah, see? Okay, cool. I was just going to trim it out like I normally do, but we do have a die for it. So there you go. And I will run that through, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're almost done, and so are those gardeners, it seems like, but that's all right. Here we go. And Look at that. Cute. I mean, you can put that wherever. It'd be kind of odd down here, but I think I'll just put it there, and I think I'm just gonna stick it down that way they can still mess around with everything really well. Or maybe you can put it on the inside too, right? So that's a couple things, guys. Oh, that's cute this way too. Okay, fine, let's just do it that way. I don't normally do that kind of thing, but there you go. The rest of it's kind of fun and I don't know, eclectic, so I figure why not. All right, there you go. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how to put that little guy together. Again, make your choice if you like the bones being on the top or the articulation underneath. However it is, really cute, really fun. I'm sure there's so many things you can do with this to make it, your own. And all right, guys, well, I will have images coming up. Again, links as available embedded in the video here down in the description box. I will say, if you've seen my last couple HSN type videos, HSN YouTube offered to send, this was here, wasn't it? A few products for review. Some of the products they sent me have sold out, and I try to link them in the original video so you know what I'd be reviewing coming up. But they don't like YouTube doesn't like when you do that. Like if you're not showing the item but it's there, they're like, nah, they take it off, right? There is something, I think it's only on the app, called like store or something. Like if you go to my page, it might say store, and if you click on that, they'll have like collections, and I did put in those collections the items I'll be reviewing, but 2 of them sold out, so I don't know what they want me to do with that because I doubt they sent it, so I link it to a different place, right? So I'm gonna hold off on those. Unfortunately, that was Ninja Creamy and also the Curtis Stone 32 quart air fryer oven, which I love that kind of thing, and I'm like, okay, do I just hold on to it till it comes back in stock? Is it ever going to come back in stock? I don't know. So thanks for hanging in there. Please watch those videos. It would mean a lot to me, even if it's not something you're interested in, because I'm not sure why Google, YouTube and HSN decided to approach me to do this, but I'm sure they've approached many people. I doubt I'm the only one, but that's for a reason, right? And I'm sure it's the views and those kinds of things. So please just click on it, for a second or two, and you can click off if you don't, if you're not interested. The next thing I have is the origami entertaining cart or entertainment cart, something like that. It's basically for like the kitchen, but I'll probably put my like crickets and things on it, so that's what I ordered it for. Maybe I'll have like a hunky-dory stuff on it. I don't know. We'll see. Like it's gonna be specific for something, right? So I just want to show you guys how I would use that, and that will probably be next week or so because that's just how it's gonna be. But thanks for watching, guys. I super appreciate all your support, and again, these things come by because of you guys. If no one's watching, no one's offering anything, right? So I really appreciate it. So I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.